The Juggalos don't like that, so they're throwing trash at her, which, as they do.
As you do.
Sure.
The Woody Show.
And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. Thank you for being here. I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
Hi.
We got Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad is here.
Yeah.
We got Seabass.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Morning.
Morgan's here. Phones are open. 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. And boy, am I excited because it is
Water,
time.
fire, air, and dirt. Magnets, how do they work?
Yeah, how do they
and
work?
I don't want to talk to a scientist. Yo,
I have
motherfucker,
intentionally
getting me pissed.
not asked Seabass any questions about the gathering of the Juggalos to this point because it's always an adventure. Every year, Seabass goes out to the gathering of fans for Insane Clown Posse. They have a reunion, so to speak. and-
It's the 25th anniversary, in
Yeah.
fact.
Oh, damn.
Can you believe it?
Still kicking.
Wow.
Still kicking somehow.
Yeah, and so it's held in Ohio, and he witnesses things, and it's something almost every year that's brand new that we just when you thought you've seen and heard everything.
Right.
Sounds fake.
It's
Yeah.
one of those
America
things that
at its
you,
best.
Yeah, you like, this isn't real life because there's so many illegal and dangerous things happening.
Yeah, and so many great songs like "What Is a Juggalo."
Let me think for a second. So, he gets butt naked. And
Yeah.
then he walks through the streets winking at freaks with a 2-liter stuck in his butt cheek.
Yeah, so it's really good. You can see like where you'd want to. And by the way, they must all fly there first class and first class accommodations. Oh wait,
How do they get the time off of work? They fly private.
there's a lot of people hitchhiking to get to the gathering of the Juggalos each year.
There's a lot of just sleeping in the grass because it's held on a festival. It's on a real festival grounds, but it's private property in a place called Thornville, Ohio, which is a half hour outside of Columbus. And yeah, it's not near any kind of public transportation. So I'm on all the message boards, and you see people who they got to like the Greyhound station in Columbus, and they're walking 9 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What?
And with no plan on how to get back.
Right, exactly. And, no ticket even. Like they'll sneak in through the woods.
Yeah, so you plan ahead, and you're not camping there on site, right?
Not anymore.
Okay.
That's a pain in the ass.
Not anymore.
I did it once. I slept in like a van, and it's number one, it's hard to like charge things. Number two, it's the heat index was 95 degrees. So it was absolutely miserable the entire time. And number three, they will steal your things, and they'll steal from each other, and especially they will steal from me because I'm an outsider.
Now
you
I don't know
bathe.
why you would think that you would stand out.
Oh, in fact, I.
Oh wait, did
I
you
was-
see any of the video from the gathering of the Juggalos?
Everybody, the average Juggalo is shirtless, again, in 95-degree heat. They have what are called box braids, which are those like thin like braids that kind of come off each side of your head like spider legs. All kinds of tattoos, very fat, and the showering is hit and miss.
Minimal.
Miss mostly.
Is the crowd aging, or are they bringing in new people? Like, is there like a new generation of Insane Clown Posse fans, of new Juggalos coming into the mix?
Surprisingly, a large number. Yes, there are a large number of 20s, 30s. There were numerous children.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah. Which again, open drug use, open drug sales,
A lot of
Descendants.
yeah, et
nudity. Show us your buttholes, like a big greeting.
Well,
Right.
speaking
Amongst
of which,
Juggalos.
let's go to that first clip. So we posted on the Woody Show Instagram a clip from the Miss Juggalette pageant, which about 20 girls get up and they have a talent, proportion, swimsuit.
One of the many things that happens, because it's part concert, right? Part
Mostly sideshows.
side shows.
There's
They
the
have
best.
this Miss Juggalette competition.
Yeah, we'll give-
People selling random stuff throughout the
yes.
the event.
Mostly drugs. So yeah, the Miss Juggalette pageant is different than the wet T-shirt pageant. That is just live sex acts on stage between women. Miss Juggalette's more classy. So like in our video we have on the Woody Show Instagram, the girls singing I think it's a Doja Cat song.
Yes.
The Juggalos don't like that, so they're throwing trash at her, which as they do.
As you do.
Sure.
You don't want to fuck no more. Got it in the past. I got to make a run this. Oh, the
Now, one guy didn't like the trash being thrown, so he gets off and he tries to deck another guy in the crowd. But they do have celebrity hosts, and that's who I've talked to first here. The hosts this year were Big J. Okerson and Louis Gomez. You know them from
Nice.
They get it. They know what's going on.
They tour a lot with like Bert Kreischer.
Right. They Legion of Skanks is their podcast. So while on stage, they are getting pelted by trash because these juggalos just throw trash. So Big J made an observation to me. He said, "Look, if you want to win the Miss Juggalette pageant, do the following."
By the time the heat started coming on strong, people were throwing sea life at one point. If I can give any advice, show your butthole and run for your life.
Yeah.
So if you're a girl and you want to win, just turn around, spread your cheeks, and then run before you get hit in the head with a beer can.
Yeah. My God.
And what Jay's referring to is at one point a dead squid was thrown on stage, which had been floating around people just carrying squid, octopi.
Sure.
And just to,
They brought it to the festival.
Oh, yeah.
As a party favor?
Yeah.
Before I leave, I have my toothbrush, I have my sleeping bag.
Got my keys.
Did you
got
grab
my
the
phone.
squid?
The squid, thank you.
Now,
That's something you don't buy on site.
Again, the trash, unfortunately, I was part of that was being thrown at these girls inadvertently because I brought my entry pass to get in to talk to these juggalos. Is I bring a big rolling cooler full of beer, seltzer, shots, etc.
Smart.
Because then I'm like,
For bribes.
because they're all poor and they need it. So yeah, it's basically bribes. But I brought it out to the Juggalette pageant, and a bunch of the guys saw it, and they're grabbing beers. I'm fine. Then they said, wait a minute, there's all this free beer here. Why don't we just throw it at the girls?
Oh, no.
So now they were now Gina, they were responsible. What you do if you're going to toss a beer at a girl who's shaking her beehole at you on stage? Drink at least half of it before you throw it.
They're gentlemen.
Because you don't want to hit her and knock her out.
Right. They're chivalrous.
But as Big J said, show your beehole
Be a
and
gentleman.
run for cover.
Be a gentleman. All right, so Seabass at the gathering of the Juggalos.
So this is one of the girls I was talking to. Her name, she goes by Whimsy Moon.
Whimsy Moon.
And as Woody was hinting at here, there is a younger generation of Juggalos out there because figure Insane Clown Posse, big hits were late 90s to today.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of folks...
Big hits.
Yeah.
You know,
Massive
all those
smash.
household names.
Oh, yeah.
All those songs that you'll never forget.
So Whimsy Moon is now she's a second generation Juggalo.
By myself, this is my 5th gathering. My dad has taken me since I was 6, mainly during the day because he didn't want to expose me to the night settings. So I guess since like 2006, really.
Nothing really happens at night that's that weird, though, right?
It can be. Matter of fact, be careful. There are people going around with a white water gun with a blue handle. It is laced with fentanyl.
What? And she's been going since she was 6.
And
be advised.
I saw the other 6-year-olds there. Now, to be fair, there are certain Juggalos that push back on the kids and dogs. There were a ton of dogs. And I was talking to this is the first year I met not one but 3 different Woody Show fans there.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the one guy was telling me, yeah, man, I used to camp here, but I can't because it is 24/7 fireworks.
Oh my God.
And which is not great for dogs.
No.
So, like, if you have somebody who's uptight and dorky like myself going, would I be physically safe or would you get essentially assaulted?
That's a great question, Greg. I have said this. Even at night, even though day or night doesn't matter, you are safe just walking around the gathering.
Okay.
No one's going to just jump you out of nowhere. But once you get in, you start getting into the mosh pits or you start taking things that people are handing you. Don't take anything that anyone hands you. They have Narcan kits everywhere, fentanyl tests everywhere.
Wow.
Because people do die. Now, what she's talking about here is there was a rumor going around that there was fentanyl-laced water guns being sprayed. Now, to me, that sounds like a panic or hysteria.
Maybe for any other crowd.
Right. They made that announcement from a stage.
No.
The Juggalos was like, please be aware, we've got reports, blah, 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 blah. So here is, again, she's been going since she was 6 years old. Here's more from Whimsy Moon.
It is laced with fentanyl. There's been 20 people that ended up in the medical tent. There's also a group around the gaming area that has put LSD inside of water balloons. I got smacked with like 3 the other day, and I was not okay. I almost ended up in the hospital. So make sure you're careful.
Yeah.
It's just, I know they're trying to do it for fun, but they shouldn't do that because not everybody is going to be okay. And fentanyl is not okay. Fentanyl fentanyl is not okay to be spraying people with.
No.
I
You've heard it here,
okay.
people. It is not okay.
It sounds like a festival in a prison yard.
It does.
It sounds legit scary.
Funny you mentioned that, Greg, because a guy walked up to me. So I'm walking around with my microphone, so I'm aware that I'm advertising that I'm available to interview. This guy said, "Oh man, I'd love to talk to you, but I'm not supposed to be here." Showed me his ankle monitor.
There you go.
Yeah. I've got a great idea. I think next year you bring Sammy with you.
Yes, that would rule.
Oh
Sammy, too
my
dope.
Oh my!
God.
I would just cry in the corner. But again, I don't even think.
I don't want to say that it's if you're just there chilling and people watching, it is not dangerous.
Okay.
No one's attacking you.
Except for with water guns with fentanyl and water balloons.
And as we've talked before,
Beer cans to the side of the face.
Right.
Just don't jump in the mosh pit.
Yeah,
You're good.
if you stay back and you're fine.
Yeah.
Again, the fentanyl on the skin, and that's debated if that's harmful.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We have some more coverage from this year's Gathering of the Juggalos.
Starting off high.
ICP. Oh, my God. Now, we brought up the idea of sending Sammy next year to the Gathering of the Juggalos with Seabass as his
all for it.
+1.
Yep, Sammy, too dope.
Sammy too dope, or we can call her Violent Sam.
Oh, true.
She's small. She could dodge garbage being thrown at her.
Yeah. They'll go right over your head.
You know what? She's so small, she might end up getting thrown herself.
Oh, that's
the
true.
problem.
Yeah, like
She's
a midget
projectile,
toss
yeah.
kind of thing, you know? All right, so Gathering of Juggalos 2025, Seabass on the scene. What's next?
And the biggest headline I saw is something that we've been talking about here, and Menace has been mentioning. Dude, the huffing and the nitrous is still out of control.
Oh,
and it was more out of control here than anywhere else because inside the Gathering of the Juggalos, there are no laws, no rules. And now Galaxy Gas was the big brand that everybody has been freaking out about. That's gone. I don't know where that went, if they got sued out of existence.
Yeah, I'm like, what was it even used for other than
Besides,
huffing it?
Yeah, every Juggalo's walking around with balloons or big tanks of nitrous. So much so that it is starting to concern the older Juggalos. This is what one older Juggalo had to say to me about that.
Public service announcement. Drop the balloons, pick up the blunt. Drop the balloons, pick up the blunt.
Oh,
That's a good cheer.
That'd be a good song.
You know, it's actually a really good thing that they say that. It just shows that they care about each other, and they care about each other because, like, among the Juggalos, they think of each other as family.
Right.
As we,
Family,
yeah.
family, 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 family.
That's a clip from a past Gathering of the Juggalos.
Now, to this older Juggalo saying, get rid of the nitrous, this younger Juggalo says...
Okay.
Another public service announcement. Give me all your free balloons and also blunts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
I mean, could you even smoke a blunt after doing Galaxy Gas? Like, you're on a different planet.
Well, that's the thing.
Your brain is fried.
That's the thing. All huffing does is kill brain cells, but you get people walking around with a balloon in their hand like it was a cocktail.
And in that crowd, not many brain cells to spare.
Right.
You know, you're already starting at a disadvantage.
Deficit.
Now, we talked about how long Juggalos will go and travel to get to the middle of Ohio, the lengths which they will take.
Yeah.
And I met a guy who's, to be fair, very nice to me, very sweet to me. He's an artist named Silent Gonzo.
Silent Gonzo.
Silent with 2 T's.
Okay.
And he had ridden quite a ways to get to the gathering.
Took you how long to get in here?
3 days. 3 days. I left on a Friday morning and came into Columbus Sunday night.
What's that run to get from Seattle to Columbus on bus?
I think I paid around $124. But I also bought it in advance, like a month or 2 in advance. So
Does that include the return ticket?
No, I'm actually flying back.
Oh, wow.
He's a
How
planner.
modern.
Classy.
Yeah. So modern.
It's one of those, big time Juggalos.
And so 3 days to get there. He got there the Sunday before the gathering. So that the gathering, I think the doors open Wednesday night, maybe. There's not the real shows like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Just sleep up front?
Well, he talks a little bit about that and the cost to get there.
And I spent, I think it was like about 120 or roughly.
Wait a minute. If it costs the same to fly as it does to take a bus, why don't you just fly both ways?
Well, I was supposed to come with somebody, and we weren't sure about the real ID thing. Because it was such a new thing, I didn't know if they were going to let me fly or whatever. And now I know that they do let you fly, but it's like a extra 5 minutes, extra security type thing.
So what did you do? Because the gathering opens, Tuesday or Wednesday, right?
Wednesday officially, but the party starts, way before that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You got a pre-game, pre-party.
So that's 3 days of living and sleeping in a parking lot, again, in 95-degree heat.
Oh.
But bathing all the time.
Oh, sure.
Wait.
Well, a lot of folks will go under. They do have a water spigot, and especially after dark, is people will just strip naked, and it's designed to fill up water bottles, but they'll just get under there and rub their hair.
Sure.
That's smart. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. So that's but I couldn't do it for an hour just sitting out there doing nothing. I guess drugs, but that helps.
Yeah.
So again, Silent Gonzo with 2 T's. He is an artist from Seattle. It took him 3 days to get there, and he was very nice to me and nice to describe and show his art, which he uses as a very special medium.
Well, I use a lot of spray paint.
Right.
I go around town and I acquire these signs.
It's like says push button for blah blah.
Yeah, they're made out of metal.
Oh, so he stole signs.
So
He acquired.
around town. Yeah, he acquired.
He goes around
Okay, yeah,
Seattle, unscrews the sign that say like push button to cross street.
Right.
Takes those from the city.
Sure.
And then uses them as art canvases.
And turns around and sells them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
after
legal.
he paints them. After
okay.
That is
Paint.
good.
Right.
I go around town and I acquire these signs.
It's like says push button for blah blah.
Yeah, they're made out of metal. Push button signs, the ones that we have in Seattle. And then in the end, I just splatter blood all over it. I got a few blood splatter ones. It's,
It wouldn't be the Juggalos if it weren't blood splatter.
right, exactly.
Right.
With
Authentic.
blood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
He didn't
my
even blink when he said that.
What's crazy is these people live this life thinking, it's all real, and like even the rappers are like, dude, this is a joke.
The clowns themselves.
Yeah, but this is like real life to them.
Okay, so with that, Menace, think about Coachella and how everybody poses for the weekend, like, oh, like I'm gonna be this like ethereal bohemian goddess before I go back. So, but at least these guys sound like they live this life 365.
Yeah, it's not just
they
a
do.
weekend.
No.
No. Yeah.
This is authentically
It's
who they
still
are.
real
Yeah.
to them,
Yeah.
as the saying goes. And Menace, it's funny you brought that up because I had that conversation with the guy there. He's like, "You're not going to make us look bad or anything."
Oh,
No, you're doing it yourself.
Me.
Highlighting.
See me do my dance. Watch me with my right up on my clowny pants. Hatchet slice and cut you. Bloodshed in the sky.
It's a song they have. It's called "Watch Me."
It's about how clowns will murder you and they'll whip their wieners out.
There's a story out of Green Bay where this guy cuts this girl's finger off with like
Hatchet.
a Juggalo hatchet
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and drinks her blood.
Oh, cool.
The song rules.
See me make it fly. Watch me slowly end your life. It enters through your eyes.
It's funny because I talk to the Juggalos and they talk about like all their songs are about family and belonging.
Where are those?
And every song we play is about murdering people.
I have a question about the minutia of the event. Is it, for lack of a better word, organized? Are there PAs with like clipboards and headsets that say like, "Oh, time for the pageant"?
People driving around in golf carts,
Yeah,
keeping
like
things
the
organized.
actual-
Looking at tickets.
Some sort of production
So
value?
yes and no. Yes, there are golf carts that are rolling people around because again, it's the surface of the sun hot and you're hiking everywhere. So the artists and stuff get carted around. There is an EMT like golf cart that I saw and used several times. I think I read that one girl broke her neck on stage Saturday.
Oh my God.
And forget the overdoses and heat stroke had to be through the roof. But that being said, if something happens to you, don't expect to get help. No one's coming to save you necessarily.
Now, can you tell me about some of the things that were being sold there? Like you said, mostly drugs, but there were like
so yeah, there's a lot of T-shirts,
food items.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
They got
sandwiches,
carny food. One year I want to go and like apply to be a vendor and just sell carny food and I'll give it away for free, just so I can talk to people and they can tell me their story or whatever. But yeah, there's like hot dogs, pizza. There are carnival rides.
Oh, safe.
Real like carny style rides.
Yeah.
But they wheel in.
But like, what were some of the more interesting items that were being sold? Like a couple years, I forget what.
Lots of drugs, obviously weed, dildos, and things of that nature. It's mostly T-shirts.
A little dildo tent.
Yeah.
Did you get a T-shirt?
I mean, I have other ones in the past. There's nothing new, and then artwork, people, that sort of thing, and then people will sell beers and shots and Faygo and whatever.
Insane Clown Posse, gathering of the Juggalos in Ohio. Seabass was there to cover it.
I talked to this guy. He was backstage while I was waiting to talk to Big J. Okerson about the Miss Juggalette pageant, and he had a very interesting hand-drawn T-shirt that he wants to tell me about.
It says, first gathering, haven't had gathering.
Well, you're backstage with all the women, so that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
The Miss Juggalette pageant. Did you like how it went?
Oh, I loved it. I have recordings to fill up my phone.
What are you gonna do with those recordings?
Never know.
I have a guess or two.
That's for me to know and for y'all not.
All right.
Because one thing that happens, any that I will give the Juggalos this: they are not PC. I mean, it doesn't even enter their thoughts. So the Miss Juggalette pageant, as well as the Wet T-shirt pageant, involves a live sex show essentially. Like girls, and even in the Miss Juggalette pageant, it was getting kind of boring because not enough girls were showing their anus. And so one of the female judges, not Big J or Luis Gomez, got up and said, "I want to see some effing," and starts talking about women's body parts. So some of her friends came out. 3 of them just started live hand stuff with each other.
Oh,
okay.
On stage.
Well, they had to save the event.
What the crowd wants.
The crowd loved it. And that's what our guy with Lawrence here is talking about with his shirt about my first gathering, I want Juggalo P word, is he's getting those videos for the Spank Bank.
Yeah, sure.
Of the 95-degree Ohio middle of the day women doing lesbian stuff. So at this point, I asked Lawrence, well, okay, you're here in the middle of the day. How are you going to hook up with these girls?
I work here. I work night shifts. So during the day, I come in and enjoy the festival.
So you're local to the area?
Yeah, I live less than 30 minutes away.
Oh, so you could potentially take a lady home tonight?
If it comes down to it.
Yeah. In the morning?
For the morning, yeah.
Would you offer her at your house?
That's for them to find out when we get there.
Yeah.
Is it
He
wiener?
has bodies.
Potentially.
He's a man of mystery.
He has bodies in the basement.
I would love to know what he does for a living.
So he, I think, picks up trash, whatever around the venue, because they do have porta potties, which anything that isn't from the band is immediately spray painted or tagged. Like they have a tent.
They are not getting their deposit back.
No. They have a tent for ATMs, and it's all tagged, wiener drawings, and just like whatever graffiti
Seabass,
crap.
was that my imagination? Did I hear like a donkey in the background?
Well, a lot of guys will have megaphones because they want to holler at girls who are walking by and say, show me your beehole, whoop, whoop, all the natural stuff.
Whoop, whoop.
It's funny. I got out of Lawrence's way. He was talking to one of the girls who competed in the Miss Juggalette pageant, and he goes, his line to her. I didn't put a mic on him because I didn't want to screw with his
flow,
his
game.
his riz. Yeah. He goes, so how much for some private time with you?
Oh, nice.
And she said $1 million.
$1 million. Oh! I'd be hanging out and holding out for that one.
Yep.
I'm sure that's very
Now that
realistic.
being said, again, if you wanted to go, Sammy, they have some good supporting acts. 3-6 Mafia, Guar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bone Thugs was there.
Hell yeah. Right.
So there's some decent hip hop, and then there's 1,000 Juggalo bands during the day that no one watches. So it's not uneventful as you can hear.
There's real bands.
I would legit want to see Guar.
They're great. As I said, Guar is a great.
There's room for you to join the family. Yeah. All right, well, Seabass, great job as always. I feel like I was there.
Yeah.
You know?
I've got a ninja pageant or charm for you guys.
Hell yeah.
For Sammy, I should say.
All right, more Woody Shows next. Hang on.
Woody Show.
So, Insane Clown Posse, we just did all the recap of the audio that Seabass collected for his trip to The Gathering in Ohio. If you're just tuning in now, you'll be able to catch it on the podcast, where you can find it. Just go to thewoodyshow.com or wherever you get podcasts, with the exception of Gregory.
Spotify.
That's right, no Spotify. Still working on that. Sometimes we're going to forever be working on
I think it's
that,
a
but-
one-sided battle.
Yeah. Well, it's all automated customer service.
Yeah, and I've tried to
Good
go through
luck.
LinkedIn and reach out to people, but still no response.
Still nothing, huh? Have you tried the whole pizza trick?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sending pizzas to the office?
Yeah.
I have not. I
Oh.
can.
Yeah. It worked with that security company that you dealt with at one time.
Yeah, I found out their headquarters, and then I just kept on sending $10 pizzas to their front desk.
Until somebody called back.
And dude, guess what? They called me right away.
It worked.
And we fixed the issue.
Yeah. Are the Juggalos still considered a gang?
Well, that was the March on Washington in 2017.
All right.
Where the Juggalos and ICP showed up to protest that the FBI had classified them as a loosely organized gang. And that's not inaccurate. I mean, they don't amongst themselves, take out, rob trucks or whatever, or hold up people.
Or extort people.
Right. Not as a group.
Not organized.
But they share a common ethos, which is crime, essentially. Or we just heard people steal stuff just to paint on it or whatever.
Yeah, here's a little clip from that March on Washington back in 2017.
Amazing! Our wigs are flipped. Man, we know Washington, D.C. ain't cheap. This motherfucker's expensive. You came out to represent, man. Thank you.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Hell yeah. You really should totally be proud of yourselves right now, ninjas. That's real talk. If you can bend your backbones like Shaggy can, you should be up in one of them porta potties right now yourself. That's how proud you should be.
I guess people they're up in trees, they're in porta potties.
If you're good enough, so you should be taking care of yourself with your mouth.
Yeah.
If it's too nasty up in there, you should be up in one of these governmentally landscaped fine maple trees.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yourself. Or play the national anthem on your skin flute.
Whoop whoop.
Something. Just recognize how dope you are right now because you're here.
Whoop whoop. Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, the family chant. Yes, they marched on Washington.
That was, I'm thinking back on that, that's one of the most surreal things I've ever seen in my life. Because this was legit the same, the mall where MLK, and here are, as you heard, babies, people in face paint.
Yeah.
These speeches about how, he's just riffing on these sort of sex acts you should be performing on yourself. Again, in the middle of Washington, D.C.
I know. But any type of fan base organizes in some kind of way. And you tell me that no Coldplay fans have ever committed crimes?
You know what? I don't think in the numbers that Juggalos have. Per capita, no.
What do they do? Jump the turnstile at the subway station on the way out of the show?
Exactly.
You could say even high profile crime of
what a stretch.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Wow. Yeah, like all the Coldplay fans, they're really known for their
you
rambunctious
tell me
behavior.
some head of a company didn't steal millions of dollars, didn't play Coldplay in his car.
Yeah. What?
What are you talking about?
Are you high?
I get it. What Maness is saying is that so people commit heinous crimes.
Yeah.
Everybody likes music of some kind.
Yeah.
Therefore,
anyone who likes music is a criminal.
Yeah.
So I saw this clip popped up about the 90s and the gangs of the 90s and like these girl gangs that were, because male gangs are always a big thing, but I guess the women went off and they started like forming their own like girl gangs.
Okay.
My Crazy Life.
Yeah, hold on. Here's a little clip from that news story.
It's Saturday night in L.A., and this 16-year-old who calls herself Shy Girl is getting ready to go out. Her look is critical. Shy Girl is a force to be reckoned with.
Hell yeah.
Shy Girl and her friends Bandit, Beaver, and Wicked are going out to kick it, to get down, to defend their hood.
those could be Juggalo names.
They're going to go Bandit, Beaver, and whatever the name was. They're going to
Badger,
get
Beaver,
down.
And Nutria.
Yeah.
In the hood.
Shy Girl and her friends Bandit, Beaver, and Wicked are going out to kick it, to get down, to defend their hood, their neighborhood. They will use whatever it takes.
Box cutters, knives, guns, screwdrivers, bottles, Uzis, everything.
The violence level is such that as a child I was raised to respect women. Women were delicate creatures and so forth and so on. And you come out here and all of a sudden you're seeing guys with their throats cut because they were selling rock at this woman's territory.
Beaver!
The gangs call themselves Scissors, Dirty Punks, Kleenex, B-38s, and Down and Dirty.
Yeah.
They roam the streets staking out territory, dealing drugs, and asserting their strength and independence.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to show how strong and independent you are as women.
Those are some hardcore Coldplay fans right there.
Oh, man. You don't want to cross them.
Sticks, stones, and Uzis. Like, whoa.
A little jump in.
Screwdrivers. Yeah. So, anyway. That was back in the day, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Some of the girl gangs.
Good old days.
When gangs were
ICP, Juggalos, Coldplay fans. Yes,
Right.
thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for that one. Yeah.
Woody shows on time!